Hey, Viking fans, get ready for my post-game reaction next in 3, 2, 1. Gather around, Skull Brothers and Sisters. This is Skull World, brought to you by Minnesota Sports Talk. I'm your host, Dave. You can follow me on Twitter, TikTok, and Facebook at Skull World, and on Instagram, MN Sports Podcast. I'm ready. What you know what you need to do? You need to do one thing for me, and that is Hulk smash the YouTube algorithms by Hulk smashing the like button and hit subscribe, and make sure you ring the bell by turning on the notifications. Let's go. Let's go. We need more Vikings content on YouTube, not less. I appreciate it. Now, guys, give me your reactions in the comments. Any reaction puts you entry into my 3,000 subscriber contest where I'm giving away a Justin Jefferson jersey. So give me your reaction. Tell me what you think. Who is the big winner in this last game? I may have him right next to me on my left, and that is Jordan Addison. Had a big game. There's been three guys, the Minnesota Vikings, that had breakout games on Monday night, and you know who it was. It was Randy Moss. It was Justin Jefferson, and now rookie Jordan Addison with the Hondo. The pick in the beginning gets ripped out of his hands. That's another time where a ball's got ripped out of a guy's hands. Kirk Cousins gets interception. He repays Kirk Cousins back by ripping an interception away from a defender and going 65 yards for a tutty. That is Jordan Addison breakout game. Holy crap. Oh my God, we got a 1A, 1B situation, and I guess we can put it to rest what Kirk Cousins can do without Justin Jefferson. He's 2-0. Let's go. And he gets the monkey off his back and wins on Monday night. I think he's like 3 out of 4 of his last Monday night games. He's got 3 wins, 2 against the Bears, 1 against the 49ers. I think that's only 2 home games we played since he's been a Viking on Monday night. So, hey, a lot of things had to go right. We finally get the bounces, and I'll talk about that as we go. But Jordan Addison, big winner. I got a curly W right there on San Francisco on the schedule. Let's go. I'm ready, man. I'm ready for some more football. Look at that. Look at that record. Let's look at that. Green Bay win. Let's go. They've got lost 3 in a row. They're going to lose another one. They are coming. I think they're coming off a bye, if I'm not mistaken. But anyways, we'll win that game. Falcons, winnable game. Saints, winnable game. Denver, terrible. Chicago, winnable game, even though they look better offensively. But hey, we look better defensively. We'll talk about that a little bit later. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's go to player of the game, I think. I don't think there's if, ands, or but we got the Filipino king, Cameron Bynum, with 2 picks, ice in the game. That first pick was amazing. Second pick, he made up for that play with the Chiefs where he jumped too early. He jumps a little too early, he thinks, in this game, but he gets it this time. We got Cameron Bynum, All-Pro. Can you say All-Pro? At least Pro Bowl. Put this guy in that freaking Pro Bowl. He's having a career year. Oh my gosh, he's a big reason why this Vikings turn around. Big reason the Vikings turned around. Let's go. You know who deserves some props? He's had a rough year. He's leading the league in drop passes. But hey, TJ Hawkinson stood up, had like 8 or 9 catches for 80-some yards. It was amazing. Let's go. I don't got the stats up. I'm free balling it today. Let's go. I got TJ Hawkinson having one of his better games with the Minnesota Vikings. But you know who we're not trading? Danielle Hunter. Danielle Hunter gets his 80th career sack, gets a game ball. He's either tied or close to the lead in sacks. No, he's going nowhere. He's a Minnesota Viking. I did a poll on whether or not we should extend before this game. I did a poll: should we extend him or try to trade him? Over 75. If I think 79%. It was over 70% of my followers on Twitter said extend him. If you trade him for a number 1 pick, well, you already got a guy that's elite at the position, and you can extend him, go draft somebody else. We keep this guy in the fold. This is a guy we should be prioritizing keeping over the next 3 or 4 years while he's still in his prime. Danielle Hunter is the bedrock this defense is made off of. Danielle Hunter, man, keep this guy around. I think he's the heart of the defense. What are we going to do when Brian Flores moves on? He's going to be a head coach showing what he can do with a defense from what was awful last year. Let's go on to a guy who stood up. Jordan, first of all, we don't have Justin Jefferson. Then we lose Jordan Addison for a time period. In the meantime, who steps up but Brandon Powell? Brandon Powell steps up. What a great game. He had a little iffy game last game. I'm not going to lie. A little iffy. I was a little worried. He had a drop. But this guy caught everything. He made great catches. You got a run in there and a jet sweep. Brandon Powell is a big reason why the Vikings won this game. He kept the chains moving. This Brandon Powell had a great game. He's showing why we kept him over Jalen Reagor. He is our punt returner. I like this guy. This guy is going to be on our team next year. Guarantee it. The major thing that's changing our season around, what's making us win 3 out of the last 4 games to where we're 3-4 now. Think of that. We were 0-3 and we've now won 3 out of 4 and we're 3-4 now. Is turnovers. We are no longer the worst team in the league. We're 31st in turnovers with 15. But we got another one this week. But we've gained in turnovers. We went from being -9 in turnovers to -5 in a matter of 2 games. Because we caused 6 turnovers in the last 2 games. And a major reason why we're turning the season around. Huge reasons we're turning this season around. Shout out to the defense. This is the 15th ranked defense in the league right now. They're average on everything. Points, points, yards allowed on both running and passing. It's pretty even. Both of those, we're not necessarily a worse run defense than we are a pass defense. Vice versa. This defense is sticking it to them. We started out the league not getting after the quarterback. Started the season not getting after the quarterback. We are now getting after the quarterback. Brian Flores has got these guys playing loose and fast, unlike we had last year at Ed Donatel. We made right decisions. Hopefully we get Marcus Davenport back. I know we can't rely on him, but guys like DJ Wylam are stepping up. We brought in, Brian Roy, Tonga. We're starting to mix in those guys onto the regular 53-man roster, the game day squad. Jones is a little iffy. He didn't play. I don't think he played last night, but we brought in new guys getting another opportunity. A lot of guys stood up. A lot of guys. Now, what would make a huge difference is to go get a nose tackle. The trade deadline is after next week. Go get a nose tackle. Akeem Hicks is still out there. Let's go get somebody to put in the middle of that defense and that can make a huge difference, require double teams. Let's go. Let's make a difference. We went from trading everybody to beating one of the best teams in the league, if not at one point, people thought the best team in the league. We played a top 5 defense and got over 400 yards against them. Now we just need to go solidify this defense. Let's get it done. Let's make this a top 10 defense. Add some talent. I need a cornerback. I need a nose tackle. Let's go get it, guys. Let's go after it. Let's make it happen. Time is now. Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Hey, and a shout out to my man, Kirk Cousins. Justin Jefferson only thinks he's a top 10 quarterback because he put that top 10 chain on him. No, I guess that's an award given us Sports Center top 10 award. Justin Jefferson put it around his neck. He's not waiting for the draft. He wants to win now. When he comes back in 3 weeks, hopefully 3 weeks, let's have 2 more wins under our belt. Let's be 5-4, and then we got the best receiver in the league ready to go with our offense firing. Shout out, I don't have him up here, but I'm going to talk about right now, is Kevin O'Connell said, hey, I am not going to take my foot off the gas with the lead. I'm going to throw the ball. And you got Kirk Cousins, who is, I got some stats here. Kirk Cousins, he is number 2 in yards, number 1 in touchdowns, first down throws, number 2 in the league, 20-plus yard completions, number 3. Check down Kirk, right? Check down Kirk. He is 3rd in the league in 20-plus passes downfield. Over 30 this year alone. Number 3 in the league. All right. Team rushing right now, we're number 28th in team rushing. Yards per carry, 22nd. 3.9 yards per carry. 20-plus runs, we're 30th in the league. I don't even think we've had very few 10-plus yard runs. We are rushing first downs 31st in the league, and rushing TDs, we're the only team has not had one. We're 32nd in the league. Between big running plays and touchdown runs, we got to just, in our offensive line, playing as well as they have, both blocking for the run and the pass, and we're 28th in the league in rushing with 32nd in TDs. First downs, 31. We can't get a first down running the ball. Come on, guys. Kevin O'Connell, make the right decisions, put the best players in there. Give Cam Akers more carries. You know what? Give Ty Chandler more carries, more touches. He had 1 touch, and he's an easy first down. Let's go. Make your decisions, but I give a shout-out to Kevin O'Connell. That was probably his best coaching job of the year, maybe of his head coaching career. He did not take his foot off the gas. He continued to throw the ball while we were up. He was not afraid, and he got Kirk Cousins, who leads the league in first down throws, throwing second league, throwing the ball. He's not out of any blame whatsoever. He missed Jordan Addison on a touchdown, what would have been an easy touchdown, and Madison should have stopped in the zone. Kirk Cousins did not want to lead him into the defender. Madison should stop down in the zone. That's just ABCs of football. Sit down in the zone, in the end zone, it's a touchdown. So, and then the throw to Jordan Addison, it was a tough throw. He had a guy in his face. He had to get rid of it. He threw it a little behind, didn't lead him enough, but Jordan Addison makes a play at the end of the half. But those things went our way because we attempted them. But those are probably the only bad throws in the game. One turned out to be a touchdown, and the other one ended up in 3 points. So, hey. Now, Greg Joseph, you cost us 4 points in this game, although it was above a 50-yarder, but missing the extra point put the game in question. Missing that field goal put the game in question. I think we probably should have punted it there. So there's a couple things KOC didn't do, like going for it on the 4th down instead of kicking a field goal, which he had been doing earlier in the game, and then being at the 40-some yard line and you're kicking or around the 40-yard line and you're kicking 50-yard field goals when we could pin them back and make Brock Purdy go the whole length of the field. We miss it. We give him the ball at the 40. So there's some things there. That we could iron out. But you know what? He had the confidence thinking, hey, my defense is playing good. We can get this. I got confidence in my players. So I can't fault Kevin O'Connell for that. I say it was the best coaching performance of his career. It's one of Kirk Cousins' better games, but people are saying it's his best game ever. Not even close. He missed throws in this game, but he kept throwing. He had the confidence. Most of his passes were accurate. So, hey, shout out to Kirk Cousins sticking with it. All these people that are now jumping back on his bandwagon saying, oh, this win, this is I'm a believer now. Those out in the media know who you are. The media, I'm talking, not other YouTubers, but the media know who you are. But Kirk Cousins did not have his best game. He played great, but not his best game by any means. Red zone, there's several things to complain about, but there's nothing to complain about when there's a victory. Let's go, Kirk Cousins. First step MVP candidate. Let's go. You heard it here first. Skull Vikings. Cue the music.